The 2020 Class C Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you.
Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome back to Springfield, Minnesota. The State Amateur Baseball Tournament is on the air on PrepSpotlight.tv. I'm Ryan Phelps. Thank you so much for joining us on a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in southern Minnesota. It's game 3 of 3 here in Springfield. Should be a good one. Buffalo and Morris. The Buffalo Bulldogs and the Morris Eagles, as the PA announcer will bring us through the lineups for the entire rosters for these teams. Let's take a quick look back as Buffalo defeated Fort Ripley by a score of 8-1 to advance to today's game. Morris making their tournament debut as they had a first-round bye. The winner of this game moves on to next Friday's round of 16. They'll play Foley at 7:30 right here in Springfield. So the winner of this game moves on to next Friday's play-in game, or I should say round of 16 game. They'll play Foley at 7:30 here in Springfield. With that, we'll pause and send you over to the PA announcer as he takes us through the lineups of the Buffalo Bulldogs and the Morris Eagles. First pitch coming your way here in about 10 minutes on PrepSpotlight.tv.
All concession workers. And number 10, umpires can choose to stand behind the catcher or pitcher.
Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to Springfield and Riverside Park for our third game in the second Sunday in the second weekend of the 2020 State Minnesota Amateur Baseball Class C Tournament. In this game, we will see Morris take on Buffalo. First, we will announce the reserves for Buffalo. Number 7, Wyatt Brings. Number 31, Luke Brings. Number 10, John Weber. Number 63, Tony McCombs. Number 3, Tommy Eckstein. Number 16, Josh Fuzzi. Number 24, Carter Vogt. Number 20, Eric Newman. And number 21, Corey Braun. Draftees for Buffalo from Loretto. Number 21, Tyler Maher. Number 34, Nick Kay, also from Loretto. And from Dassel Coqueto, number 6, Tyler Zweibamer. All right, the starting lineup for Buffalo. Leading off, the center fielder, number 2, Ramon Vega Jr. Batting second, number 18, the catcher, Colton Haight. Batting third, number 1, the second baseman, Jake Dusky. Batting fourth, number 22, the first baseman, Kai Brisk. Batting fifth, number 27, the right fielder, Brett Renshaw. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 9, J.D. O'Donnell. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 47, Ethan Hansen. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 4, Ethan Sefker. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 17, Noah Christensen. And pitching for the Bulldogs, number 11, John Early. The Bulldogs are managed by Corey Braun. They were the runner-up in Region 12, and they play in the North Star League. All right, for Morris, the reserves. Number 22, Cade Fair. Number 34, Brandon Jurgensen. Draftees from Ortonville, Chris Fellows, number 5. From Dumont, number 22, Jordan Roos. And from Hancock, number 23, Colin Brown. Now the starting lineup for Morris. Leading off, the pitcher, number 6, Bryce Jurgensen. Batting second, first baseman, number 2, Kirby Marquardt. Batting third, the third baseman, number 10, Mac Beyer. Batting fourth, number 21, the center fielder, Tanner Peach. Batting fifth, number 11, the shortstop, Noah Grove. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 23, Tyler Hendricks. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 20, Brady Jurgensen. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 9, Eric Ashe. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 1, Zach Bruns. And the second baseman, number 4, Jake Torgerson. Morris is managed by Kirby Marquardt and Eric Ashe. They are the Region 9 champions. They play in the Lando Ducks Wood League. All right, this wraps up week 2. Get our final 16 in place for week 3. Let's play some baseball. Morris and Buffalo. Here we go. Play ball.
That sounds good to me. Welcome, everyone. Ryan Phelps here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Buffalo and Morris. You just heard our PA announcer go over the starting lineups for the Morris Eagles. Eric Ashe and Kirby Marquardt are the managers for Buffalo. They're the visitors. Corey Braun is their manager. So we'll look at the starting lineup for Buffalo at the plate. It'll be Ramon Vega Jr., Colton Haight, Jake Dusky, Kai Brisk, Brett Renshaw, J.D. O'Donnell, Ethan Hansen, Ethan Sefker, and Noah Christensen. John Early will pitch. He will not bat. For the Morris Eagles, Eric Ashe and Kirby Marquardt, both in the lineup, and they are the co-managers of the team. Bryce Jurgensen will pitch. Brady Jurgensen will catch. Looking at the infield for Morris. At third base, Mac Beyer. At shortstop, Noah Grove. At second, it'll be Jake Torgerson. And at first, the manager, Kirby Marquardt. In the outfield, Jack Bruns in left, Tanner Peach in center, and Tyler Hendricks will play right field. As I mentioned, the winner moves on to next Friday's round of 16. They'll take on Foley Friday at 7:30 right here in Springfield. Let's take a closer look at the pitcher, Bryce Jurgensen, who will take the hill for Morris, the home team, to start the game.
For Buffalo, the center fielder, number 2, Ramon Vega Jr.
All right, Vega Jr. comes to the plate. Right-handed batter versus right-handed pitcher, Bryce Jurgensen. 5 o'clock was the slated start time. Here we'll have our first pitch at 5:25 and a hit batter. Game time temps, 73 degrees, partly sunny skies here in Springfield, and we're underway with Vega taking first base on a free pass. Well, not entirely free. He might have a bruise tomorrow. Colton Haight, the catcher, the number 2 batter with a runner on first. We have clear skies expected until about 9 o'clock tonight. So we should be okay through this one. Knock on wood that it's not a 4-hour ball game. We should be out of here in time. That pitch fouled off. 0-1 the count to Haight. Jurgensen on the hill. Runner on first after being hit by a pitch. That's Vega. Off-speed pitch that time. That's a ball. Haight back into the batter's box, a 1-1 count. As Jurgensen kicks and fires, dribbled, foul. Down the third baseline. So 1-2 the count now from Jurgensen to Haight. Vega on first. Nobody out here, top of 1, just underway. The runner goes. The throw down to second is in the dirt and past the second baseman. Tracking it down is Grove. So a stolen base for Vega. And with nobody out, the Bulldogs have a runner in scoring position. Haight digs in. The count is 2-2. Nobody out here, top of 1. This one fouled off down the right field line. It remains 2-2 for the catcher, Haight. This one hit towards short. Grove is there. He scoops. The throw is in the dirt and tossed up into the air. The runner is safe. And Buffalo has runners on the corners with nobody out here, top of 1. That'll be an E6.
Number 1, the second baseman, Jake Dusky.
So still no hits for Buffalo, but runners on first and third. Vega was hit by a pitch, stole second, reached third on the error. Haight reached on the throwing error from Grove. This will be Dusky. Swings and fouls it back. Jake Dusky, the second baseman for Buffalo. Cold Spring and Young America, both winners already here today. This is game 3 of a triple header. The runner heading for second. The throw down to second. Gets away, and they're going to score a run. Vega will trot home. The runner goes to third. Haight slides in safely, and Buffalo leads 1-0. So Haight goes to second on the stolen base, and E2 is up on the board. So Haight all the way from first to third. Vega Jr. scores the game's first run. Still nobody out. A runner on third is Haight, and Dusky at the plate facing an 0-2 pitch. This one bounced to third, and it's going to get by Grove. An RBI single, and the ball is booted in the outfield, and sliding in safely is Dusky. It's 2-0 Buffalo. That's the first hit of the ball game, a sharply struck ball past the diving Noah Grove.
Batting fourth, first baseman, number 22, Kai Briss.
And Briss comes to the plate with nobody out and a runner on second. At pitch low. 1-0 the count. Dusky chased back as Jurgensen steps off the rubber. 1-0 the count. Nobody out here, top of 1. Buffalo batting. Vega was hit by a pitch. Haight reached on an error. Vega then scored, on an error on an attempted stolen base by Haight. And then Haight was driven in by Dusky. Three and 0 is the count. First base is open. Renshaw in the on-deck circle. He's the right fielder. That pitch in there for a strike. Brisk about ready to toss the bat back to the dugout, thinking he was getting a free pass. But it's now 3-1 to the big first baseman, Brisk. Fouled off the plate. 3-2 now. And here's the payoff pitch from Jurgensen. Popped up into the air on the left side. Byer, the third baseman, has plenty of room, and he reaches up and makes the grab for out number 1. Dusky stays at second, and that'll bring up Renshaw,
Batting fifth,
the right fielder.
number 27,
He's
the
got
right
some
fielder,
sweet flow.
Brett Renshaw.
Renshaw digs in. One away, runner on second is Dusky. He's got the game's only hit. Now Dusky running down to third. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Renshaw. Catches the outside corner for a strike. Two strikes now to Renshaw with one away here, top of 1. Drives it to the left side. Groves able to snatch it up, throws to third, and the tag is made for out number 2. A nice play from Grove to Byer to retire Dusky on the 6-5 putout. Renshaw reaches on the fielder's choice.
Number 9, the left fielder, J.D. O'Donnell.
So J.D. O'Donnell, the left fielder at the plate now with Renshaw on first. Still just one hit in the inning. 2 runs on the board for Buffalo. Swing and a miss. Ball got away from the catcher, Jurgensen. But no harm done. One strike to O'Donnell. Driven right to Grove. Into the glove. Casual throw to second for out number 3. But Buffalo puts 2 on the board on 1 hit. They leave 1 on. And through a half inning, it's 2-0. The Morris Eagles coming to bat next here in Springfield on PrepSpotlight.tv.
So that people can be safe here at the ballpark. Don't forget to visit the concession
Back here
stand.
in
They got all kinds of
Springfield,
great
you're
stuff
looking
there.
at John
Plus supper
Early,
time,
the
so
starting pitcher for
I can
Buffalo.
think of no better place to go eat.
His
Grab
offense
some
spotted him 2
merchandise,
runs.
state tournament apparel,
Nice to get that
and
good
mini
early
bats.
run support
Also, speaking of
for the big
bats,
right-handed
Jay Ricker
pitcher
Bats is hanging
for
out
the
down
Bulldogs.
there. He's got all kinds of custom stuff, including barrels.
Coming up
that
for
you can
Morris,
drink out
the
of.
batting order,
Barrels.
Bryce
Check those
Jurgensen,
out.
Kirby
Reminder,
Marquardt, Mac
no
Byer,
sunflower
Tanner
seeds allowed.
Peach,
That's
Noah
part of
Grove,
COVID stuff.
Tyler
And
Hendricks,
those
Brady
won't be on
Jurgensen,
Riverside Park.
Eric Ashe, and Zach Bruns. In the field for Buffalo, John Early the pitcher, Colton Haight the catcher. The infield looks like this. At third, Ethan Sefker. At short, Noah Christensen. At second, Jake Dusky. At first, it's Kai Brisk. And in the outfield, left to right, J.D. O'Donnell, Ramon Vega Jr., and Brett Renshaw. Jurgensen, the pitcher, also the leadoff batter, and he takes strike one. 2-0 the score. Buffalo with the early lead. That pitch catches the outside corner for strike two. And from what we've seen early here, the umpire has a wide strike zone. I've seen it called on both teams now. As Early winds and fires that one too far outside, as Colton Haight tried to frame it. 1-2 the count. Fouled back. It'll remain 1-2. The Buffalo Bulldogs in white with gray, black, and red trim. The Morris Eagles in blue with gray. Morris, the home team on the scoreboard. This is their first half at the plate. The 1-2 pitch from Early, low and away. Ball two, 2-2 now to the leadoff hitter and pitcher Bryce Jurgensen. Early delivers, right back up the middle. Christensen tries to make a play, the scoop, and the throw is in time as Brisk sticks up the glove on the 6-3 putout, and Jurgensen is retired. That'll bring up the co-manager, Kirby Marquardt.
Second, first baseman, number 2, Kirby Marquardt.
Left-handed batter facing the right-handed pitcher, Early. He'll kick and fire, breaking ball, just high. That pitch down the middle for a strike, 1-1 with one away here. Bottom of the first inning in a 2-0 game. Bulldogs put up 2 in their half. This one fouled off. So 1-2 the count now to Marquardt. As Early winds and fires right back up the middle past Early's glove. Sliding is Dusky. Can he make the play? No. Marquardt reaches on the, I believe will be an infield single. We'll have to check the board here. That was a running play for the second baseman, Dusky, and it was a hit. So a hit awarded to Marquardt. A one-out single here in the bottom of the first.
Number 10, the third baseman, Mac Bayer.
Tough play for Dusky. Mac Bayer, the third baseman, now comes to the plate with one away and a runner on first in Marquardt. Swing and a miss, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. And Bayer is down in the count, 0-2 to Early. One out and a runner on first in Marquardt. Flared to right. Renshaw will have to hustle. It's going to land just foul. Oh, inches foul. Renshaw brushes the long hair back after that sprint. Just a long foul ball. Count remains 0-2 to Bayer. Marquardt returns to first. Early, the right-hander on the mound. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. 2 away here in the first. That's Early's first strikeout.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 21, Tanner Peach.
So Peach comes to the plate, left-handed batter, with Marquardt on first and 2 down. Each team with a hit. Morris with 2 errors fielding in that first inning. First pitch ball, 1-0. Breaking ball just outside, 2-0 now the count to the center fielder, Peach. Popped up, this will be out of play. Sefker tracking, but it's well over the fence. Out of the park. The 2-1 pitch from Early. Popped up to second. Dusky is in. A trotting catch. And he'll squeeze it for out number 3. Morris gets 1 hit, but Marquardt stranded at first. We head to the second inning with the Bulldogs leading the Eagles 2-0 here in Springfield on PrepSpotlight.tv.
After 1 inning, Buffalo leads 2-0. Just a couple other things you should be aware of.
Back here at Riverside Park in Springfield, Minnesota. We're about a half hour west from New Ulm. Morris, located, I guess you'd say, kind of northwest of Wilmer, I suppose. If that helps. Buffalo, of course, just west of the Twin Cities on Highway 55. Ethan Hansen, the 7-hitter, will lead off in the second inning here for Buffalo. And he'll face Bryce Jurgensen. Driven to right. This one's going to land fair. A 1-pitch single for Hansen. And he's got a leadoff single.
Leadoff single brings up the third baseman, number 4, Ethan Sefker.
Sefker, the third baseman, with a runner on first. Yeah, Morris kind of southwest of Alexandria, northwest of Wilmer. Out in west central Minnesota. Buffalo about 2 hours east of there. These two towns separated by about 2 hours. 111 miles. And both quite a ways from here. Nobody out, runner on first is Hansen. Sefker ahead in the count 2-0 to the pitcher, Bryce Jurgensen. Jurgensen digs in and fires a strike. 2-1 now the count with nobody out here. Top of 2. Two and 1 now. Sefker swings and fouls it off out of play. Over the first base dugout, the home dugout occupied by the Morris Eagles. The 2-2 pitch popped up, straight back. This might be in play back to the fence, and it is not, as Brady Jurgensen ran out of real estate. Count remains 2-2. Count is 2-2. Nobody out, runner on first. That's Hansen. This is Sefker. The hit and run is on, and that's a fair ball. Hansen rounding second, heading to third. He'll easily score, and it'll be a stand-up RBI double for the third baseman, Ethan Sefker. That was a solid shot, beautifully placed, just fair down the third baseline.
Brings up the shortstop, number 17, Noah Christensen.
So the number 9 hitter, Noah Christensen, comes to the plate. He's the shortstop. With Sefker at second. This one driven down the left field line as well, but just foul. That was a foot further east than Sefker's ball. Sefker would have scored easily on that one, although Jack Bruns did get a good jump on it. They send Nick Kay, draftee from Loretto, out to deep left field in foul territory to retrieve that ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pops straight up in the air. Torgensen, up and makes the catch. That's out number 1 on the pop-up by Christensen.
Center fielder, number 2, Ramon Vega Jr.
We'll head back to the top of the order. Vega hit by the first pitch of the ball game. Eventually scored on the RBI single by Dusky. Vega at the plate with 1 out and a runner on second. That pitch just misses high. Sefker at second after the RBI double. Vega at the plate, ahead in the count 1-0. 1 away here, top of 2. Buffalo with a lead, 2 runs in the first, 1 so far here in the second. This one down the third baseline hard, nearly hit the manager and third base coach, Eric Ashe, or excuse me, that's Corey Braun. Eric Ashe, a Morris co-manager along with Kirby Marquardt. Corey Braun, the manager of Buffalo. 1-1 the count as Jurgensen checks the runner and fires. This one pops straight up over behind us. This will land out in the parking lot. So 1-2 the count with 1 out. Here top at 2. 3 hits on the board for the Bulldogs, 3 runs. That pitch just misses inside. 2-2 now. Vega at the plate, awaits the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got a piece of it, but it was caught by Jurgensen for out number 2. The
Catcher,
first strikeout of the game
Colton Hayes.
for Jurgensen. as Haight comes to the plate. He reached on an error and scored a run back in the first. Now he's at the plate with 2 away, and Sefter on second. This one flared to right. Hendricks in. Torgensen out. Calls for it on a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch by Jake Torgensen for out number 3. And the Bulldogs are down here in the second. They add another run and lead 3-0 as we head to the home half of the second inning here in Springfield.
One run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 1 1/2 innings, Buffalo leads 3-0.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Shortstop, number 11, Noah Grove.
73 beautiful degrees here in Springfield, Riverside Park. Ryan Phelps here with you on PrepSpotlight.tv. To the bottom of the second we go. Grove will lead off for Morris. Noah Grove, the shortstop. John Early on the mound for Buffalo. And he throws a first pitch strike. This one hit down the first baseline off the glove of Brisk. And Grove will reach safely. And we'll look at the board. I think that's a hit. It is indeed. A hit, leadoff single for Grove. Brings Hendricks to the plate.
Base hit brings up the right fielder, number 23, Tyler Hendricks.
So a leadoff single, Hendricks at the plate, Grove on first. Early pitching from the stretch. Winds and fires, that pitch high and away. A pitch out type of pitch. Early fires, that one's right down the middle for a strike. 1-1 the count. To the number 6 batter in the lineup, Tyler Hendricks, the right fielder. Grove reached on the single. He's at first. Breaking ball high. 2-1 the count. This one fouled back. Rolls right up to the water slide behind us. Nice park here. They've got the water slide, a skate park. And this field you're looking at doubles as the Springfield Tigers high school football field. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball high. Full count now. Nobody out. Runner on first in Grove. Hendricks at the plate, early pitching for Buffalo. He winds and fires, swung on, fouled back. Keeping the at-bat alive is Hendricks. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 1 for John Early and the Buffalo Bulldogs.
Now batting, the catcher, number 20, Brady Jurgensen.
So Brady Jurgensen, now the catcher, comes to the plate with 1 away and a runner on first. That's Grove. Noah Grove hit the single off the first baseman Kai Brisk's glove on a diving attempt. That pitch outside. One ball, no strikes. That one's in there to even the count at 1-1. Fouled back. 1-2 now. Score update from Milroy. Jordan leading Lake Henry 3-0 in the top of the 6th inning. That one down the third baseline, off the glove of Sefker. Runner trying Grove for third. He'll slide in safely. And I believe that will be a single as well on the diving play by Sefker. It hit his glove and ricocheted into foul territory, but it was definitely a fair ball. But a tough play, and I think it'll be a hit and not an E5.
Number 9, the designated hitter, Eric Ashe.
So Ashe, the manager, co-manager, now they put the H up on the board. So that's hit number 3 for the Eagles. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. So hard hit ground balls to the corners. Grove over off the first baseman Brisk's glove. And then Jurgensen off of the third baseman Sefker's glove. Runners at the corners. 1 away as it's fouled back by the manager and designated hitter Eric Ashe. One out, 2 strikes to Ashe. Flared foul. Count remains 0-2 to the manager and DH Eric Ashe. Each team with 3 hits, Buffalo with 3 runs to show for it. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Ashe is retired. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Zach Bruns, the left fielder, with runners on first and third and 2 outs.
Fielder, Zach Bruns.
Bruns, a lefty, will face the right-handed pitcher, John Early. That breaking ball got a little high and tight. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Bounced. Dusky is there off the hop. The throw to first is in time. Despite 2 hits, Morris comes up short here in the bottom half of the 2nd. Let's go to the 3rd. Buffalo coming to bat with a 3-0 lead here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. After 2, Buffalo 3, Morris nothing.
into left field, way back and gone. Brown takes his lead at first, the 2-2. Lifted in the air, shortstop. Arnold backtracking, he's got it. And the Chanhassen Redbirds hold on.
Bain pauses. This one hit in the air. Shallow right field, coming on, it falls! It falls! And Elko wins it 7-6.
9-6 Millers here in the ninth. Pushing pitches, swung on, off the end of the bat towards second base. Hansen has it, tags the runner, goes to first, and the Millers are state champions! As Jeff Miller grounds into a double play.
Back here in Springfield, Ryan Phelps with you on PrepSpotlight.tv. Alex Berg is our photographer. And we are enjoying ourselves here today. It was gorgeous when we started the day, then it clouded over and did sprinkle a little bit towards the end of our first game. Stayed cloudy all throughout game two.
Bulldogs, second baseman, number 1, Jake Dusky.
And as Morris and Buffalo approached the field, so did the sun, and it is a beautiful afternoon. Rain is expected later tonight, but we should be out of here by then. We head to the top of the third. Buffalo leading Morris 3-0. And the number 3 hitter will lead off, Dusky. Dusky got an RBI single back in the first inning, scoring Vega. And I believe that was actually a 2 RBI single. 1-1 the count now. Swing and a miss, 1-2 as that one's in the dirt. Bryce Jurgensen hurling for Morris. He has a different delivery where the ball exits his hand is much higher and towards his head than most pitchers. If you see that, that one's driven to left field and will land for a hit. Bounced off the left fielder, Bruns, and that'll be extended to 3. Rounding second is Dusky, heading to third, and he stands up on third base with a lead off what will likely be a single plus an error. Well, that error was costly indeed. E7.
Brings up the first baseman, number 22, Kai Briss.
But it will be a hit, a single and an error. Sends Dusky all the way to third as Brisk comes to the plate. He flew out to third back in the first inning. Nice block by the catcher that time, Brady Jurgensen. Threw out that left knee pad like a goalie. Nobody out here. Top of 3. That pitch catches the outside corner. 1-1. Runner on third, and the 1-1 pitch, and that one's driven to left. Coming in for it, making a nice catch was Bruns. No chance to tag. Bruns made a nice run at that ball, and he'll squeeze that for out number 1. That'll bring Renshaw to the plate.
Brings up the right fielder, number 27, Brett Renshaw.
Renshaw reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. Here he's ahead in the count, 1-0. Runner on third is Dusky. This one driven to left. It's deep over the head of Bruns. He'll look up and watch it crash over the left field fence. A 2-run homer. Brett Renshaw, the right fielder, with a bomb over the left field fence, and it's now 5-0. What a blast by Renshaw. Scores Dusky and himself a 2-run home run.
Left fielder, number 9, J.D. O'Donnell.
And O'Donnell comes back to the plate. He grounded out in a 6-4 putout back in the first inning to end that inning. 5 hits for Buffalo, 5 runs on the board. Just one away here in the top of the 3rd inning. O'Donnell is ahead 2-0 in the count. Driven just past the outstretched glove of Grove. Another hit. O'Donnell's first of the game, the 6th for Buffalo. And another 1-out single. And a meeting out at the mound around the starting pitcher, Bryce Jurgensen. Ethan Hansen, the DH, is due up next. He singled and scored a run back in the 2nd inning.
Fellows.
And we're set to resume action here.
Bulldogs designated hitter number 47, Ethan Hansen.
Top of the 3rd, it's 5-0, just 1 out as Hansen approaches the plate. Runner on first is O'Donnell. Hansen singled on a ground ball, line ball to right field and scored a run back in the 2nd inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1. On Fellows' first offering of the game. That pitch misses outside. 1-1 the count. Breaking ball. Getting just a piece of it was Hansen. One and two is the count to Hansen from new pitcher Chris Fellows. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that's 2 away for Buffalo here in the third. First strikeout of the game for Fellows.
Third baseman, number 4, Ethan Sefker.
Just the second K for Morris, as Jurgensen left early after 2 1/3 innings with just 1 K. Sefker, the third baseman, pitched low and away, 1-0. O'Donnell's on first after a line drive single with 1 out to left field. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-1. And they throw back to first, keeping O'Donnell close by. High and away. Ball 2. 2-1 now with 2 outs here. Top 3. This one driven down the left field line, but it's curling foul. Sefker with solid contact. Count is even at 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Buffalo with 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second. They've added 2 more here in the third on the Renshaw 2-run bomb. And here's the 2-2 pitch from Fellows. Driven to left again, tracking his Bruns. He reaches up and makes the catch for out number 3. Buffalo adds 2 more. They lead 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the third here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Overall, the Minnesota Baseball Association is extremely proud of how everyone is working hard to keep people safe, keep our ballparks open so that we can all
back here in Springfield. It's 5-0 Buffalo over Morris. Over in Milroy, Jordan leading Lake Henry by a score of 3-1. That one in the bottom of the 7th inning. And welcome back, everyone. I'm Ryan Phelps. Morris coming to bat.
Milroy. Jordan leads Lake Henry 3-1 after 6.5. Leading off for Morris, the second baseman, number 6, Bryce Jurgensen.
So Bryce Jurgensen comes to the plate. And Morris is going to need to get some offense going here. They've got 3 hits in the game, but 3 defensive errors. And they find themselves down 5-0. John Early has been dealing in this one, driven to the left side. Christensen is there. He's up with it. The throw is on target and in time to Brisk for out number 1. Jurgensen, the leadoff hitter. So now we head to co-manager, the first baseman, Kirby Marquardt.
Number 2, Kirby Marquardt.
He reached on an infield single back in the first inning, but was stranded. Now he's at the plate with 1 away here in the third. As Early kicks and fires right down Main Street, or what they call Cass Avenue here in Springfield. Might be more than one Main Street. Downtown's kind of nice, couple different roads. It's not just one street heading through town. And it's off the main highway, US 14, that travels west through town from New Ulm, through Springfield. Runs into, I believe, Marshall eventually. South of Marshall through Ballatin, Tyler, Lake Benton, eventually into Brookings, South Dakota, and there's a walk on 5 pitches. So Marquardt aboard for the second time today.
Brings up the third baseman, number 10, Mac Beyer.
Beyer struck out back in the first inning. He comes aboard now with 1 away and a runner on first. That pitch outside. This one hit to the shortstop. Christensen up to 2 for 1. The relay is in time. 6-4-3 double play. And Morris is out here in the third inning. They get 1 walk, but they go down in order, and we head to the 4th inning. Buffalo leading this one 5-0 on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Morris in the bottom.
This one driven to the gap in left center field. It's a deep ball, and it's going to land, and it's gone! A 2-run home run for Cold Spring. Duffner makes it a 2-0 game here in the top of the first inning. Driven to right. Call watches it go over his head. Back-to-back 2-run homers for the first baseman, Duffner. Austin Duffner makes it 5-0 Cold Spring. 1 strike on Duffner as Weiss kicks and fires this one. Driven to center field. Back is Rucker. Does he do it again? Yes, he does! 3 home runs for Duffner! And it's 10-3 Cold Spring. Unbelievable. My goodness! Austin Duffner with 3 home runs. Back here in Springfield, to the 4th we go. Fellows on the mound, coming in relief of Jurgensen, as he's facing the number 9 hitter Christensen. The shortstop popped out at second back in the second inning. Driven to left. Bruns tracking. He's under it. Reaches up and makes the catch for out number 1. So back to the top of the order we go for Ramon Vega Jr. Hit by a pitch in the first and scored a run.
Ramon Vega Jr.
Struck out in the second. So this will be his second official at-bat, but 3rd plate appearance. Strike 1 in the outside corner. Fellows on the 0-1 pitch. This one popped up, foul and out of play over the first base dugout. Two strikes, 1 away here, top of 4. Leadoff hitter Vega at the plate. That one's well outside. The 1-2 pitch from Fellows. Driven to left, but foul. Buffalo has used the baselines well. Solid shots down left and right field lines. Some key ones landing fair and sometimes just fair. And let's not forget about the Renshaw 2-run home run last inning. Bouncer, left side. Grove is there. He's up with the throw, and it's in time. Good hustle by Vega, but a nice play on the 6-3 putout. That's 2 outs for Buffalo, and that brings up the catcher, Haight.
Catcher, number 18, Colton Haight.
Haight reached on an error and scored a run back in the first inning. Popped out to second in the second. Here he takes to the plate. 2 outs and nobody on here. Top of 4. Breaking ball high. Fellows from the Ortonville Rocks on the mound now, a draftee for Morris. That one's inside, just getting out of the way. That time was Haight. The 2-0 pitch now. Fouled off the plate. 2-1 now, 2 outs. Top of 4. Buffalo trying to add to their 5-run lead. They lead 5-0 here in the top of the 4th. 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third. Nothing to show for it here thus far. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And the count's now even at 2-2. So 2 outs here from Fellows to Haight. Fouled back. Count remains 2-2. Catcher Haight digs in. Fellows winds and fires. Outside. Full count now, 3-2 with 2 away. And the payoff pitch. Hit to the left side. Grove is there, running, scooping, throwing, and that's out number 3. And Buffalo goes down in order here in the 4th. We head to the bottom half of the inning. Morris coming to bat next here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
At the bottom of the 4th, Buffalo 5, Morris nothing.
Welcome back to Springfield, Minnesota. Ryan Phelps here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Game 3 of our Sunday tripleheader in southern Minnesota. Buffalo leading Morris by a score of 5-0. Peach, Grove, and Hendricks due up for Morris in this inning. John Early on the mound for Buffalo. Through 3 innings of work, he's got 2 strikeouts, He's given up no runs on 3 hits.
Tanner Peach.
And equally important in a game like this, no errors fielding for the Bulldogs of Buffalo. Morris with 3 errors thus far in the field. As Early's first offering has popped up. Dusky lost it. He can't find it. It's right between 4 players. And Noah Christensen, the shortstop, reaches over to grab it. Dusky lost it right on contact. You could tell he put his hands out right away.
Number 11, shortstop, Noah Grove.
So Noah Grove comes to the plate with 1 out here after the pop-up by Peach. Grove singled to right in his last at-bat as he swings and misses at the first offering from Early. Early wastes no time as he digs in and fires the 0-1 pitch. Fouled back, 0-2. One away here in the 0-2 pitch. Low and away. They adjust the scoreboard here. Now it's accurate with balls and strikes. 1-2, driven to the left side. Past the outstretched glove of Noah Christensen. And Grove is aboard with a 1-out single here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. That'll bring Hendricks to the plate, who struck out back in the 2nd.
Right fielder, number 23, Tyler Hendricks.
So 1 out, Grove at first, Hendricks, the right fielder, at the plate. As Early fires a breaking ball high. That pitch inside, it's now 2-0. To Hendricks. This one driven to center. Vega back on his horse, reaches up and makes the catch. Retreating is Grove, and he'll get back in time. What a nice running catch by Ramon Vega Jr. A deeply hit ball. The center field fence reads 452.
Catcher, number 20, Brady Jurgensen.
So Jurgensen, who singled back in the 2nd inning, comes to the plate now with 2 outs. Grove at first after the 1-out single. And the runner goes. Grove, the throw down to 2nd is in time. No, he dropped it. He dropped it on the tag. I think they would have had it. So Grove with the stolen base. And now a runner in scoring position for Morris. Timeout called as Grove is maybe some diamond dust in his eyes. The count is 0-1 here to Jurgensen. Early from the stretch. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. It's now 0-2. Two outs here, bottom 4. The pitcher Early for Buffalo ahead in the count, 0-2. Checks the runner and fires. Bouncer right past the pitcher. Scoop by Dusky. No, the shortstop makes the throw. Christensen retires Jorgensen. And Morris is down here in the 4th inning. We head to the 5th. It's 5-0 Buffalo here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
And 1 left on base. After 4 innings, Bulldogs 5, Eagles nothing.
runner Janke. Here's one hit in the air to left. Carrying deep away back. Miller to the fence. It's gone! A 2-run bomb wins it. Ethan Rowe, a 2-run shot. And the St. Anthony Hogs defeat the Minneapolis Angels 7-5 in walk-off fashion. His second home run of the night. A 2-run shot to left.
We head to the 5th inning here in Springfield.
Fifth for Buffalo, second baseman, number 1, Jake Dusky.
Buffalo leading Morris 5-0 through 4. Over at Milroy, Jordan is on top 6-1 as they lead Lake Henry. These are the final 2 games. This one will likely end after. They're a little bit ahead of us over in Milroy. Fellows still on the mound. Dusky at the plate for Buffalo. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. They'll even things up at 1-1. Driven to left, that'll drop. Hits in front of runs, and a leadoff single for the second baseman, Dusky. He's 3 for 3 today.
Leadoff single brings up the first baseman, number 22, Kai Brisk.
Brisk 0 for 2 so far. Dusky is showing him how to do it. Let's see what Brisk can do now with another runner aboard. His team leading 5-0. Brisk, the first baseman, as Fellows fires inside. This one bounced foul. Now Dusky had a 2 RBI double back in the first inning, reached on a single in the third, and then advanced to third on an error. Now he reaches on a single to left. He's on first. Brisk facing a 1-2 count. Outside 2-2 now. Nobody out here. Top of 5. Buffalo batting with the 5-0 lead. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third. Nothing for Buffalo in the fourth. They've got a leadoff single here. And the runner goes. It's in the dirt. No throw made. And a stolen base, and the count is full. So Dusky once again in scoring position. Jurgensen trots on out to chat with Chris Fellows. The Morris pitcher, a draftee from Ortonville. Dusky at second. Brisk awaits the payoff pitch from the lefty Fellows. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Brisk is retired, bringing Renshaw to the plate. His last at bat, a 2-run home run.
Number 27, Brett Renshaw.
That was a bomb. One out here. Dusky still on second. He was on third for Renshaw's last home run. Here's the 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, strike. 1-1 now. To the rockin' right fielder, Renshaw. Running for third, sliding in safely was Dusky. So another stolen base for the second baseman after the leadoff single. There's one away, and the count 2-1 to Renshaw. Fellows kicks and fires, driven to center. That will likely score a run. Peach is in, he tracks, makes the catch. They're going to try to score. There's going to be a play. No, he slides in safely, and it's 6-0 Buffalo. So the sac fly, another RBI for Renshaw.
Fly brings up the left fielder, number 9, J.D. O'Donnell.
There's two away, and Dusky with his second run of the game. O'Donnell comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a ground out and a single to left. Base is clear once again. 2 outs here, top of 5. Driven to right at Hendricks. It drops in front of him for a 2-out single on a sharply hit ball by O'Donnell. And that brings the DH Hansen to the plate.
Brings up the designated hitter, number 47, Ethan Hansen.
Hansen reached on a single and scored back in the second inning. He struck out in the third. He comes to the plate now with 2 outs and a runner on first in O'Donnell. This one fouled out of play. Two outs and 1 strike against Hansen as Fellows fires. Misses outside. 1-1 to the Buffalo DH. Fellows from the stretch. Catches the outside corner that time. 1-2 now. Fouled off over the grandstand, out of play. That's in the parking lot and off a minivan on the bounce. Minimal damage, if any. Count remains 1-2. Fellows fires, driven to right, tracking is Hendricks. He's underneath it, reaches up and makes the catch for out number 3. Buffalo adds another one as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Morris is coming to bat, trailing 6-0.
For Buffalo in the 5th, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Heading to the bottom of the 5th, Buffalo 6, Morris nothing. Score update from Milroy. Jordan scored 6th in the bottom of the 7th, and they now lead Lake Henry 9-1. Volunteers, people that have been working hard at the ballpark to make this happen. Holy cow. Bright yellow shirts around the ballpark, people with lanyards.
Back here in Springfield, just announced for the Class B and C tournaments. B in Shakopee, C here in Springfield and over in Milroy. Attendance through 2 weekends, 9,816 people. considering they only allow 250 a game, that is a great number to see. Thanks for joining us here in person, and for all of you that have been able to join us online as well here on PrepSpotlight.tv. It has been a great tournament so far. We're going to have a great finish to this one and an outstanding Labor Day weekend and championship game. It all builds towards Monday, September 7th. I'll be here with the call of the Class C championship game. I'm proud to do so.
10, John Weber.
That'll be a 1 o'clock start on September 7th.
The designated hitter, number 9, Eric Ashe.
A new pitcher for Buffalo, John Weber. So Weber comes in the 5th inning. We'll take a look at the line for early. No runs on 4 hits, no errors behind him. He struck out 3 batters. That is the unofficial line for Buffalo pitcher John Early. He hands things over to John Weber, who's up in front of the batter. 0-2 now. Eric Ashe leading things off here in the 5th for Morris. He's the DH and the co-manager. And he looks at strike 3. And the sheer velocity almost blew him over. So Weber.
Number 1, the left fielder, Zach Bruns.
1 batter, 1 strikeout on 3 pitches. Zach Bruns, the left fielder, comes to the plate. Popped out to second, back in the second. Weber, a hard-throwing left-hander for Buffalo. Kicks and fires. Waving at it was Bruns, and that's strike 2. 0-2 now with 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Weber fires. This one driven to right. Renshaw back towards the fence, reaches up and makes the catch at the wall. What a play by Renshaw. And he squeezes it for out number 2. Renshaw's had quite a game. A 2-run homer and now a brilliant catch at the wall for the right fielder.
Bryce Jurgensen.
So back to the top of the order now after a long high out that nearly was hit out. We go back to Jurgensen as Weber kicks and fires, strike 1. Two away here, bottom 5. And the 0-1 pitch from new pitcher John Weber is outside. One and one. This one hit to the left side. Sefker dives for it but misses. And a 2-out single for the number 1 hitter Jurgensen, and that'll bring up Kirby Marquardt, the first baseman,
number 2, Kirby Marquardt,
and co-manager of these Morris Eagles, along with Eric Ashe. Hit number 5 for the Eagles today. No runs to show for it. As Weber fires and hits the Marquardt right in the middle of the back. That one stung. So 2 aboard now with 2 outs.
Brings up number 10, the third baseman, Mac Beyer.
Beyer struck out in the first, hit into a double play in the third. Now he comes to the plate with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. The 1-2 hitters, Jurgensen and Marquardt. Beyer, the third baseman, the number 3 spot. Takes a big cut at the first offering, 0-1. Weber checks his sign, takes his time. Byer set now for the 0-1. Fouled back, heading right towards the crowd. Missed everybody. I was going to yell at him, but I don't want to make everybody at home go deaf from me screaming at him. But somebody did alert them because they all looked up at the last second. And they're out of harm's way. 0-2 now from Weber to Byer. 2 outs and 2 on here, bottom 5. Driven to left. O'Donnell tracking, coming in. Hardly had to move his feet, and he squeezes it for out number 3, and Morris is down here in the 5th. We head to the top of the 6th. It's 6-0 Buffalo here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
And 2 left on base. After 5, Bulldogs lead by 6.
Lead things off for Buffalo.
Leading off the 6th for Buffalo, third baseman, number 4, Ethan Sefker.
He's 1 for 2. He had an RBI double back in the 2nd inning. Flew out to left to end the 3rd. Bulldogs leading 6-0 here in the 6th inning. And it sounds like Jordan has extended their lead. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-1. Bouncer to the left side. Grove is there. He scoops and throws. And Marquardt catches for out number 1. 6-3 putout will bring Christensen.
Shortstop, number 17, Noah Christensen.
Christensen to the plate. Popped out to second. Flew out to left. This is his 3rd at bat. Second hitter for the Bulldogs here in the 6th. They lead 6-0. They have 8 hits on the game as Fellows delivers this one down the third baseline, foul. Chris Fellows, a draftee from Ortonville, came in to relieve Bryce Jurgensen. Bryce pitched 2 1/3 before he was relieved. Gave up 4 runs. This one popped up in foul territory. Jurgensen, no! Fellows had it hit off his glove. Thought Jurgensen looked like he was ready to slide in, but Jurgensen lost it in the sun. And so it's just a very loud, high strike. 0-2 now the count to the shortstop, Christensen. 1 away, bases empty. Here, top 6. The Eagles have had plenty of hits. They've got 5 hits on the game, just not strung together as Buffalo has done. No runs on 5 hits. Buffalo 6 runs on 8 hits. That pitch high. 1-2 now the count. 1 away here, top of 6. as Fellows deals for Morris. Christensen awaits the 1-2 pitch, drives it to right field. Hendricks tracking, he's coming in, and he makes the running catch for out number 2. And we'll head back to the top of the order now for Ramon Vega Jr.
Brings up number 2, the center fielder, Ramon Vega Jr.
Vega 0 for 2, struck out, grounded out, but he was also hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first inning. He comes to the plate now here, top of 6th. 2 outs, nobody on. And Fellows delivers the first pitch in the dirt. Nicely knocked down by Brady Jurgensen. The 1-0 pitch from Fellows, breaking ball, misses inside. 2-0 now to the big center fielder. Fellows the lefty against Vega, the right-handed batter. That one bends in for a strike. 2-1 now. Driven to left. That's going to land just in front of left fielder and past Bruns. Vega rounding second has a chance, but he'll hold up there. A stand-up double for Ramon Vega Jr., his first hit of the game. And he's back in scoring position. He's already plated 1 run today. And the catcher, Colton Haight, comes to the plate with 2 outs.
Number 18, Colton Haight.
They're going to call an E7, so that'll be a single with an error. So there should be 1 more hit on the board, because I don't think that was a catchable ball. Right now they have 8 hits on the board still. I think that should have been 9, a single with an error allowing there. Now they put it up, allowing Vega to reach second, hence the E7. This one driven up the middle. Vega has a chance. He's rounding third and heading home. The throw from Peach is cut off. Throw back to second is in time. And that's out number 3, but the run does score. Vega puts another one on the board. And it's now 7-0 Buffalo. An RBI for Haight, but the inning does end on would be an 8-1-4 putout of Haight out at second base. So 7-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Buffalo on top of Morris here in Springfield on PrepSpotlight.tv.
6th, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and nobody left on base. Buffalo leads 7-0.
New pitcher on the mound for Buffalo. Number 20, Eric Newman, now on the hill. John Early started the game. John Weber replaced him last inning. And now it looks like number 20, Eric Newman, on the hill for Buffalo. His team up comfortably, 7-0. 7 runs on 10 hits. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. Morris coming to the plate. They have 5 hits, no runs to show for it, and 4 errors. Leading off will be Peach, the center fielder, followed by Grove and Hendricks. They are the 4, 5, and 6 batters. So the 2 pitchers combined, John Early and John Weber, 5 innings pitched, no runs on 5 hits,
20, Eric Newman.
and 4 strikeouts.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Eagles, center fielder, number 21, Tanner Peach.
1 walk and 1 hit batter combined as well for John Early and John Weber. Here's Eric Newman facing Tanner Peach, the center fielder. Hard over the top throwing right-hander. Newman misses with his first offering. Peach popped up and out at second and at short. He's 0 for 2. That pitch misses inside, 2-0. This one driven to center. Coming in is Vega. It'll drop in front of him for a leadoff single for Peach. A solid shot. Drops in front of the center fielder.
Brings up the shortstop, number 11, Noah Grove.
So Noah Grove, he's 2 for 2. Singled to right, singled past short. Also has a stolen base on the night. Swing and a miss, got behind that one, did Grove. 1 strike, nobody out, runner on first is Peach. And there's more action in the Buffalo bullpen. That pitch is high and tight. Breezy here today, although considerably less so than when we started at 11 o'clock this morning. It's game 3 of our triple header. That pitch is outside, 2-1. To the 5-hitter Grove, the shortstop. 2 for 2 on the day. No runs scored, of course. But 6 hits on the board for Morris, as now they face new pitcher Eric Newman. That's right down the middle for a strike. That'll even things up at 2-2. This one's popped high into the air. Tracking is the right fielder, Brett Redshaw, and he'll tuck it away for out number 1.
Brings up the right fielder, number 23, Tyler Hendricks.
So Tyler Hendricks, who's 0 for 2 on a strikeout and a fly out to center, comes to the plate. One out and a runner on first in Peach. Newman fires inside for ball 1. One and 0 the count here, 1 away. Bottom 6, Morris looking to get on the board. That one got away from Newman a little bit. Outside. The runner on first, the center fielder, Peash. He reached on a leadoff single. That pitch right down the middle for a strike. 2-1 with one out. Newman winds and fires. Swing and a miss. The runner goes. I don't think the catcher, Colton Haight, noticed he was going. So no throw, but a stolen base for Peash. And now a runner in scoring position for the Eagles. Here as they trail by a touchdown. The count is 2-2, one away here, bottom six. Newman eyes the runner, then steps off the rubber. The right fielder, Hendricks, the batter. As Newman fires. Check swing. Did he go? And they're going to call him out, much to the chagrin of Hendricks. So out number two, a loud one for out number two, and a strikeout for Newman.
Number 20, the catcher, Brady Jurgensen.
Jurgensen comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Singled down the third baseline back in the second inning, but was stranded. Grounded out to short back in the fourth. Peash at second, 2 outs here, bottom 6. Starting to cool down now as the sun is setting behind us. Just getting close to the trees on the west side of Riverside Park here in beautiful Springfield, Minnesota. Want to know the count. This one fouled off. Count even at 1-1. 2 outs and a runner on second. An active runner at second, that's Peash. Strike 2 called. 1-2 now the count. To Jurgensen, the catcher. Timeout called. The pitch comes home anyways, but will not count. Jurgensen steps back in, awaits the 1-2 delivery from Newman. Peash on second. 2 down here, bottom 6. Bounced off the plate, foul. Remains 1-2. Peash trots back to second, now walks there. Newman digs in from the stretch, 1-2. Fouled off again. The catcher staying alive here, but trailing in the count, 1-2. Morris at the plate, desperately needing some runs. They've had some hits, 6 of them today, but no runs to show for it as Newman drives one right down the line by Jurgensen. And that's going to score the first run of the game for Morris. An RBI double for Jurgensen, and the Eagles are on the board. That was a blast down the left field line. much like the hits we've seen Buffalo put in play today.
Cade Fair.
So Cade Fair comes in to bat for Eric Ashe. Ashe, the manager, co-manager, and designated hitter, was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So Fair comes in with 2 outs and a runner on second. This one right up the middle. Newman with the grab, runs over, underhanded toss to Brisk for out number 3. But the Eagles get one on the board here in the bottom of the 6th. It's now 7-1 here in Springfield on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Welcome back to Springfield, Minnesota. State Amateur Baseball on PrepSpotlight.tv. I'm Ryan Phelps. 7-1. Buffalo leading and coming to the plate here in the top of the 7th.
Leading off the 7th for the Bulldogs, second baseman, number 1, Jake Dusky.
So Dusky will lead things off for Buffalo. Dusky 0 for 3, a couple flyouts and a strikeout. Fellows, the draftee from Ortonville, continues on the mound. He came in and replaced Bryce Jurgensen after 2 1/3 innings. Buffalo's just chipped away. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, nothing in the fourth, and then a run each in the 5th and 6th innings. 10 hits, 7 runs, no errors defensively. This one driven to left. Bruns is running back. It's over his head and gone. A leadoff home run for Dusky here in the 7th. No doubt about that one. It was tagged by Jake Dusky, the second baseman. That's his 4th run of the game.
Dusky brings up the first baseman, number 22, Kai Brisk.
So Dusky 4 for 4, 3 runs scored, and a home run. What a day at the plate for the second baseman. Brisk 0 for 3 with a couple of flyouts and a strikeout. I believe I said that for Dusky. My apologies, I read the wrong line. Strike 2 now to the first baseman, Brisk. This one popped up into the air. Coming in is Hendricks. He's underneath it, and he'll reach up and make the catch for out number 1.
Right fielder,
So that'll bring
number
Renshaw to the
27,
plate.
Brett Renshaw.
Renshaw with a reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. A 2-run homer in the third. And he got an RBI and a sac fly back in the 5th inning. He's also played great defensively. He had the catch of the game, running back to the right field wall. caught the ball. The fence says 370. He caught it at about 369 and a half and then ran into the wall backwards. Count is even at 1-1. Fellows with a big bender. Missed. 2-1 now with one away here. Top 7. Fellows from the windup. Driven right up the middle into the shortstop's hand. Noah Grove snares that one. Would very well have been extra bases on a solid shot by Renshaw. Instead, it's just allowed out.
Brings up the left fielder, number 9, J.D. O'Donnell.
And that's 2 down for Buffalo here in the 7th. J.D. O'Donnell comes to the plate. 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. Nobody on, 2 outs here, top 7. Fellows wheeling and pitching for Morris, a draftee from the Ortonville Rocks. He's pitched the bulk of 5 of these 7 innings, coming in relief. That pitch inside, 2-0 the count. To O'Donnell. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2-1 now with 2 down. Fellows from the windup. Bounces to the left side. Byer is there from third, up and throws across the diamond for out number 3. And Buffalo is down. But they add another run on the Dusky solo shot. It's now 8-1 as we head to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Take me out to the ball game. The 7th inning stretch coming up.
For Buffalo in the 7th, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Hey, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. With Buffalo on top by 7. From Dassel Cokato, number 6, Tyler Zweibomber.
You're looking at Tyler Zweibomber from Dassel Cokato, the Saints.
Bruns.
And Bruns will lead off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Welcome back, everybody, to Springfield, Minnesota. 8-1, Buffalo in the lead. Morris at the plate. And Zweibomber throws a first pitch ball. Swing and a miss for a strike. And leaving the count at 1-1. To Zach Bruns, batting in the 9 spot. He's 0 for 2. This one hit to the left side. Christensen is there. He's up with a hard throw and a nice stretch by Brisk to retire Bruns for out number 1. Back to the top of the order for Jurgensen.
Brings up number 6, the second baseman, Bryce Jurgensen.
1 for 3. A couple of ground outs to short in the 1st and 3rd. A single back in the 5th. Zweibomber catches the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. pitch outside. 1-1 now the count. This one hit to the right side. Brisk over to field. He'll toss to Zweibacher, who steps on first base for out number 2. A 3-1 putout, and that'll bring Marquardt to the plate.
Now batting, first baseman, number 2, Kirby Marquardt.
He's 1 for 1. He's got a single, a walk, and he was hit by a pitch. Right in the middle of the number 2 on his back last at bat. He comes up here in the bottom of the 7th with 2 down. His team trailing by 7. Zweibacher new into the game. John Early started for Buffalo, replaced by John Weber, then Eric Newman. Now Zweibacher is in. Zweibacher from the Dassel Cokato Saints. This one fouled off the foot. 1-2 the count. Two away here, and Morris running out of outs. Got 7 left in this game. 7 hits so far, just 1 run to show for it. Zweibacher winds and fires. This one right to the shortstop. Christensen is there. The throw is on the money. And out number 3. Eagles go down in order. Buffalo coming to bat here as we head to the 8th inning. Live coverage of the State Amateur Baseball Tournament is seen on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Already, make sure that you get yourself a program. Sunflower seeds and no smoking here at Riverside Park. Thank you for your help.
Back here in Springfield, we head to the 8th inning. Buffalo leading Morris 8-1, and the Bulldogs are coming to the plate. New pitcher on the mound for Morris. It's going to be Jordan Roos, a draftee from the Dumont Saints. We'll take a look at the big right-hander.
Now pitching for Morris, draftee from Dumont, number 22, Jordan Roos. Leading off for Buffalo, the designated hitter, number 47, Ethan Hansen.
Ethan Hansen singled and scored a run back in the 2nd. Struck out and flew out in the 3rd and 5th innings. This will be his 4th at-bat, and he takes ball 1. And strike 1. 1-1 the count now to the leadoff hitter here for Buffalo in the 8th inning. He bats in the 7 spot. He'll be followed by Ethan Sefker and Noah Christensen. The count is 2-1. As Roos checks the sign, winds and fires. This one bounced down the 3rd baseline, foul. 2-2. fouled down the first baseline. Sharply hit ball, but just behind it was the batter Hansen. Breeze picking up again a little bit, gusting, coming out of the south-southwest, which is straight behind us. This one fouled off as well. This field situated looking northeast here from home plate. The green sign out on the center field wall reads 452. It is a deep center field wall. It has to be to accommodate the football field. The Springfield High School Tigers play their home games here. They won't this fall, sadly, but hopefully during the second winter season of March, April, and May. This one hit down the first baseline, gobbled up by Marquardt, and it'll step on the bag for out number one. Sefkin then comes to the plate.
Third baseman, number 4, Ethan Sefker.
Hit an RBI double back in the second inning. Flew out in the third, grounded out in the sixth. So he's 1 for 3. Comes to the plate now here in the eighth. Nobody on and one away. So the left field foul pole reads 342. The center field deep fence 452. And again, it's just a straight wall back there. No curve at all. And that's the northeast end zone for the Springfield Tigers. Over the left field fence, we'll have Alex Berg, when we get a moment, show you the press box and grandstand for the football games. Springfield, a great tradition of football here in southwestern Minnesota. There you can see the press box. Springfield High School, home of the Tigers. Can't wait to see them play again next fall, and hopefully we'll have that spring season of March, April, and May. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Roos, driven over the shortstop's head, and a can of corn will land in safely for a one-out single. That'll bring Christensen to the plate.
Shortstop, number 17, Noah Christensen.
Christensen 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Comes to the plate with a runner on first and one away here in the top of the eighth. This one driven up the middle off Rue's foot. He won't have a play at second, but he will at first. Nice job by Marquardt to get out of the way and still make the out. So the 1-3 fielder's choice moves Sefker over to
center fielder, number 2,
second.
Ramon Vega Jr.
And we're back to the top of the order for Ramon Vega Jr. Got hit by a pitch and scored in the first. He singled and advanced to second on an error back in the sixth. 2 away now, runner at second. That pitch right down main, strike one. The 0-1 pitch from Roos to Vega. Driven down the left side, past the third baseman. That's going to not score a run. They're going to hold him up at third. Sefker moves to third on the drive by Vega to left field. That's the second consecutive hit for the leadoff hitter.
Catcher, number 18, Colton Hayes.
Haight reached on an error and scored in the first inning. Singled, but was ultimately thrown out. Did score a run. That was that 8-1-4 we were thinking put out to end the inning. I believe Haight scored on that single. I think Vega scored on that single, giving Haight the RBI. if memory serves. So runners at the corners now. Haight ahead of the count, 2-0. This one fouled back, 2-1. Vega on first, Sefker on third. Two down here, top of 8. Runners on first and third. Breaking ball, tight. 3-1. And Dusky, who has been hot at the plate, is in the on-deck circle. And the 3-1 pitch from Roos. Outside for a ball and a walk of Haight, and Dusky, the hottest batter in the lineup tonight, homered in his last at-bat, comes to the plate with 2 outs and the bases loaded.
Number 1, second baseman, Jake Dusky.
And he could put a final stamp on this one. Haight at first, Vega at second, Sefker at third. Swing and a miss by Dusky, the second baseman. 2 RBI single back in the first. Scored a run in each of the 3rd and 5th innings, and then homered a solo shot, a leadoff home run, in the 7th. So he's responsible for several runs here tonight. A couple stolen bases as well back in the 5th inning. Stole first and second before scoring on a sac fly from Renshaw. 2 outs here and a 1-1 pitch from Roos. Popped up, out of play. The 1-2 pitch. Popped up onto the right side. Torgensen make that Marquardt underneath it, and he reaches up and squeezes for out number 3. It's 8-1 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Morris in need of runs as they trail and head to their home half of the 8th.
For Buffalo in the 8th.
New pitcher in the game for Buffalo, a draftee from Loretto, number 34, Nick Kay on the mound as we get set to start the bottom of the 8th. Kay, the 5th pitcher for Buffalo in this game. They started with John Early, then John Weber, then Eric Newman, then Tyler Zweibaummer, and now Nick Kay from Loretto. He'll face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for Morris here in the bottom of the 8th.
For Buffalo, draftee from Loretto, number 34, Nick Kay.
That's Mac Byer, Tanner Peach, and Noah Grove.
Number 10, the 3rd baseman, Mac Byer.
Byer 0 for 3. A strikeout, a fly out, and hit into a double play to end the 3rd inning. And a little conference early here. Maybe just a little miscommunication with the signs between Colton Haight, the catcher, and the new pitcher, Nick Kay. And there's a new left fielder in the game as well. Josh Fussy, perhaps? We'll see if we get an announcement. It was J.D. O'Donnell. This one popped up on the right side and out of play. 1-1 now the count. Kay winds and fires outside, 2-1. This one driven past the shortstop. No, diving catch, but no play to be made. Nice play by Christensen to knock it down. But a leadoff single for Byer, and now Peach comes to the plate.
Number 21, the center fielder, Tanner Peach.
Peach now with nobody out and a runner on first. Gets the signal from manager Eric Ashe over at third. Kay misses on the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Breaking ball high, 2-0 now the count. To the center fielder, Peach, who's 1 for 3, singled and stole a base on a liner to center. This one hits hard above us. Looked like the magic bullet. About 4 different ricochets off the grandstand here. Peach singled on a liner to center back in the 6th inning. Stole a base, was stranded. This one pops straight up and behind us. That'll land safely near the parking lot and roll its way there. And now it's a foot race with a couple of Springfield youngsters. 2-2 now the count. To the center fielder, Peach. And a runner on first in Byer. This one driven to left. This is going to land in the gap in left center field. Byer rounding third. He's held up there. And a no-out double, stand-up double for Peach. And Morris is in business here in the 8th. That was a rocket of a shot off the wall in left center field.
Shortstop, number 11, Noah Grove.
And Noah Grove comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. Stolen base as well for the shortstop. Flew out to right in his last at-bat, but he comes to the plate now with runners on second and third and nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th for Morris. Kay winds and fires. That one's in there for a strike. Runners on second and third here. The 1-1 pitch fouled off. Morris swinging the bats tonight. Just don't have the runs to show for it. 9 hits and just 1 run. Buffalo 8 runs on 13 hits. This one in the dirt. But Byer wisely stays at third. Peach at second. Grove at the plate, 2 for 3. The count even at 2-2 with nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. They trail by 7. So they need some runs here. Don't necessarily need all 7, but they need something with this threat. Called third strike on the outside corner. And Grove is retired for out number 1. Hendricks now comes to the plate.
Brings up the right fielder, number 23, Tyler Hendricks.
He struck out on a check swing back in the 6th inning, one he did not like. got into a brief verbal argument with the referee. That one's low and inside. 1-0, 1 out here. Bottom 8, runners on second and third. That pitch just off the inside corner for a ball. 2-0 to the big right fielder, Hendricks. He's 0 for 3 with 2 Ks and a fly out to center. And that one gets away from the catcher. And Hendricks tells his teammate at third, Byer, to hold up wisely. Didn't roll very far away from Colton Haight, the catcher. And there's 3 balls, no strikes. 1 away here, bottom 8. That pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. 3-1 now. The hitter's pitch. And they could use one here from Hendricks, excuse me. As Kay winds and fires. Right down the middle for a strike. Full count now with 1 away. Runners on second and third. The Eagles need something here. That one misses. No, catches the outside corner. And Hendricks is retired. 2 straight strikeouts for the pitcher, Nick Kay.
Jurgensen.
Now Jurgensen comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3. Runners on second and third still, and 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. And again, some good hitting tonight for Morris. Just not enough strung together. This one right down the middle for a strike. From Nick Kay, the draftee from Loretto, in his first inning of action. He's given up 2 hits, but he struck out 2 batters as well, back-to-back. Grove and Hendricks now facing Jurgensen, who swings at that one and is down 0-2. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts for Nick Kay here in the 8th. And he gets out of a jam for Buffalo. They leave 2. We head to the top of the 9th. Buffalo up 8-1 here in Springfield. You're watching live coverage on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Hey fans, don't forget, grab any
Runner Janke. Here's one hit in the air to left. Carrying deep, way back. Miller to the fence. It's gone! A 2-run bomb wins it. Ethan Rowe, a 2-run shot. And the St. Anthony Hogs defeat the Minneapolis Angels 7-5 in walk-off fashion. His second home run of the night. A 2-run shot to left.
Welcome back to Springfield and live coverage of the State Amateur Baseball Tournament here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Ryan Phelps with you. And a new pitcher on the mound, Colin Brown, a draftee from the Hancock Orphans. What a name. So we'll look at the right-handed hurler take his warm-up tosses here as we head to the 9th inning. Buffalo coming to the plate, leading 8-1. their final at bat. Leading off will be Brisk. It's 0 for 4. 3 flyouts and a strikeout. And the first baseman, Kai Brisk, wants to get some woodworking done here in the top of the 9th.
Now pitching for Morris, number 23, draftee from Hancock, Colin Brown. And playing second base for Morris, number 34, Brandon Jurgensen. Leading off for Buffalo, first baseman, number 22, Kai Brisk.
13 hits for Buffalo in the game. This one, a pop-up to center field, and it's caught. A running catch by Peach. Another flyout. That's 4 of them. All in different spots tonight for the first baseman, Brisk. And that's out number 1. And that'll bring up a pinch hitter, it looks like. Wyatt Brings. He'll be hitting for Renshaw.
Now batting number 7, Wyatt Brings.
Renshaw has been electric at the plate with the big home run. A sac fly, a couple RBIs there. Reached on a fielder's choice as well. And hit a sharp line out back in the 7th inning. He's also been great in the field as well with some nice catches out in right field. But he's been replaced by Wyatt Brings, pinch hitting now, and he faces the 0-1 pitch, make it 0-2 with 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. Buffalo looking to salt this one away. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And just like that, there's 2 outs.
Brings up the
And
left
this will be
fielder,
Tyler
number
Fussy.
16,
Josh
Fussy.
Fussy. Josh Fussy, the new left fielder. He replaced O'Donnell in the field last inning. And he looks at strike 1. Josh Fussy from Buffalo, potentially the final batter. 2 outs here and 1 strike. That one's outside. 1-1 now. Buffalo has scored runs in every inning save for the 4th and 8th. This is a Bender high, 2-1. They scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, nothing in the 4th, and then one run each in the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings, and then a goose egg in the 8th. It's now 3-1 to Fussy. O'Donnell was 2 for 4 with a couple of singles. Swing and a miss that time by Fussy. The count now full with 2 down here in the top of the 9th. Brown winds and fires and a walk. Fussy gains first. And that'll bring up Hansen, the DH, who's 1 for 4.
Brings up the designated hitter, number 47, Ethan Hansen.
Hansen singled and scored a run back in the 2nd inning, struck out in the 3rd, flew out in the 5th, and then grounded out to 1st back in the 8th inning. Here he swings at the first pitch for strike 1. 2 down, runner on first is Fussy. Brown pitches one right down the middle, swung at and fouled back. So 0-2 the count. Sefker in the on-deck circle. The 3rd baseman is 2 for 4 tonight. That pitch just misses outside, 1-2. Fussy at first, 1-2 the count to the DH Hansen. Brown from the stretch, swing and a miss, it got away. And no play. So the inning stays alive.
Third baseman, number 4, Ethan Sefker.
So Hansen on first, Fussy on second. Sefker 2 for 4. The third baseman comes to the plate with 2 away here in the top of the ninth. And he looks at ball 1. Brown delivers high. Ball 2, 2-0. Colin Brown, a draftee from Hancock, the Orphans. He's the 4th pitcher for Morris here tonight. That pitch a strike 2-1. Bryce Jurgensen started, followed by Chris Fellows, Jordan Roos, and now Colin Brown. 2 away, and the 2-1 pitch is outside, 3-1. And a strike. Sefker had already tossed his bat, but the count is now full at 3-2. 2 outs here, top 9. Runners on first and second. Sefker trying to extend the inning. Brown trying to get out of it and get his team to bat here in the upcoming bottom of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Brown gets out of the jam. We head to the bottom of the 9th. 8-1 the score. Morris trying to keep their hopes alive as they head to the home half of our final inning here in Springfield on PrepSpotlight.tv.
No on no hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. Last chance for Morris coming up here in the bottom of the 9th. They trail by 7.
Ethan Hansen, the designated hitter, now pitching for Buffalo as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Welcome back, everyone, to Springfield, Minnesota, and PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of the Minnesota State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Ryan Phelps here, pleased to have you with us. Alex Berg, our photographer, as you look at Hansen, the pitcher. He's the 6th pitcher of the game for Buffalo.
Leading off the bottom of the 9th for the Eagles, designated hitter, number 22, Cade Fair.
Cade Fair now comes to the plate. This will be his 2nd at bat, replacing the DH, Eric Ashe, the co-manager of Morris. It's their last chance here for the Eagles. They trail by 7 here in the bottom of the 9th. The winner moves on to the round of 16 next Friday night here in Springfield at 7:30 to face Foley. That pitch low. 3-0 now the count to Cade Fair. And a 4-pitch walk for Ethan Hansen's first batter of the night.
Now batting, left fielder, number 1, Zach Bruns.
So Zach Bruns comes to the plate, 0 for 3 on the night. Couple of pop-ups and a ground out. That one back in the 7th inning in his most recent at-bat as Hansen winds and fires. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. Check swing, called a strike. Don't know if he went or if the ball was just in the strike zone. Either way, the count is 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first is fair. Hansen fires, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's out number 1 for Morris here in the bottom of the 9th. We head back to the top of the order for Jorgensen.
Brings up the second baseman, number 34, Brandon Jurgensen.
Jurgensen coming in to pinch hit. He's the second baseman. He comes in with 1 out, 1 on. Hits it down the right side for Dusky. No play at 2. An underhanded toss on the broken bat. Brisk catches that for out number 2. As Kirby Marquardt will come to the plate now.
First baseman, number 2, Kirby Marquardt.
So Fair advances to second. There's 2 away for the co-manager and first baseman Marquardt. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. He also reached on a walk and was hit by a pitch. And he could be the last chance here for Morris. He's ahead in the count 1-0. Hansen pitching from the stretch. Driven to right to left center field. Vega can't get to it. It'll roll all the way to the fence. 1 run will score as Fair touches home plate. Marquardt delivers an RBI double. And Morris adds another run here in the 9th. It's now 8-2.
Brings up the third baseman, number 10, Mac Byer.
Mac Byer singled and was left standing on third back in the 8th inning. That one tight. So Fair makes it 8-2 on the the RBI double by Marquardt. 1-0, now 2-0 as it goes right back to the catcher. And wisely, Marquardt hustles back to second base. Nobody there to watch him. But he wouldn't have had a chance as that thing came rocketing back off the backstop right to Colton Haight. So 2-0 the count. That pitch low, 3-0 from Ethan Hansen to Byer. Marquardt on second, 2 away here for Morris in the bottom of the 9th. That pitch low for a ball 4, a 4-pitch walk, the second of the inning for the new pitcher Ethan Hansen. And that'll bring Peach to the plate as Byer gets the free pass. First base was open. So a warning from the umpire something about he's going to issue a balk if Hansen does it again, and I'm not sure what he was doing. I guess he was not looking closely enough at the pitcher, but he's now pitching from the stretch. 2 away here, bottom of the 9th. Peesh at the plate, runners at first and second. This one popped up. Fussy tracking, he's underneath it. He puts it away as Buffalo puts Morris away here. 8-1 your final score. This one's over here in Springfield. A short timeout, and we'll recap it for you in just a moment.
Congratulations to both teams for making it to the second weekend of the 2020 Minnesota State Class C Amateur Baseball. Please drive safe, and we will see you around.
Back here in Springfield, Ryan Phelps here on PrepSpotlight.tv. 8-2 the final score. Buffalo winners over Morris. So Buffalo heads to the round of 16. That field of 16 is set. Head to the Minnesota Baseball Association website to see all of the matchups. We do know that Buffalo will play here next Friday night at 7:30 against Springfield. Excuse me, here in Springfield. Let me re-say that. They'll play here in Springfield against Foley. So Buffalo versus Foley next Friday, 7:30. And we'll have it for you here on PrepSpotlight.tv. 8-2 the final score. I want to thank Alex Berg, our photographer, Andy Price, our executive producer, Amy Fauché for providing support and social media guidance, and Zach Schuster for his technical direction here as well. Again, a check of the final score. It's Buffalo 8, Morris 2. Buffalo heads here next Friday at 7:30 to take on Foley in the round of 16. The state championship will be here on Monday, September 7th, after a full weekend of round of 16 action, quarterfinal and semifinal rounds. We'll have the championship for you here. I'll be on the mic. Honored and pleased if you would join us all weekend for some great baseball here in Milroy and Springfield for the round of 16 through the championship Monday, May 7th, here on Labor Day at 1 o'clock. That game coming to you from Springfield. We'll have it all for you here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Until next weekend, I'm Ryan Phelps saying thanks for joining us, folks, and so long from Springfield, Minnesota. This has been the State Amateur Baseball Tournament live on PrepSpotlight.tv.
The 2020 Class C Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you.